Ain't nobody in this chat yet.
Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy and it does not boast. It is not proud and it does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking. It is not easily angered and it keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in and with the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails, love always wins. And now three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest amongst these is love. I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Happy birthday to any Cancers who today it may be your birthday, or you might be celebrating a birthday this week. I like to, you guys are the you rule astral projection, okay, of all the signs. And I would like to wish you all a very happy birthday. Also, in addition to that, child, I know it's like I'm coming on here and I'm not prepared or whatever, and it's just all over the place. Child, you would not believe the amount of witchcraft literally being thrown at me between my readings, even yesterday, all last week, in the months past or whatever. When I tell y'all the amount of witchcraft and how the goofies that pay the squatters up around me to throw witchcraft at me, right before I do my readings. They always intensify the witchcraft right before I'm about to do a reading. It's like it's their job to be there at least 30 minutes prior to the time I do my readings, to start doing witchcraft on me. And then after I finish my first reading, to come behind that with some more witchcraft, hopefully. And it's because of a goofy that Elon Musk and some other entity that owns YouTube. It's because of somebody that they are sponsoring, that they want to promote as a star, but this person does not have any spiritual ranking, and this is someone that doesn't have any type of energy or whatever. And not just me, but a lot of you all too that are spiritually attacked. They want you around because they want to be able to siphon your energy. They want you in some sacrificial energy. They want you sick. They want you weakened, so that the person that they're able to control, the NPC that they want to promote, they'll be able to use and power with your energy like a battery. That's basically what's going on here. So everybody that has a platform, whether you're on YouTube, TikTok, or anything, whatever you're on, whatever you do, there are copycat NPCs that are being promoted by billionaires that are behind these people financially. This is how they're able to finance people to squat around you and do spell work on you, right? And the reason they want to promote those particular people is because they're controllable, like a puppet. You give them some superficial, shallow thing that can validate them, like a whole bunch of money, a nice place to live, a nice car, that's going to make people admire them, fake people anyway, that's going to help them with confidence because they don't have any inner confidence, and they'll sell their whole soul. They'll have sex. They'll be a vessel for collecting energy to continuously funnel and give to these people, these billionaires, and they'll stand behind these people financially too. And this is the reason why they're able to continuously afford to pay people to squat up around you and do witchcraft and spell work. Talentless people, because you are not a puppet. You're not a puppet. You're authentic. You are and have the divine spark inside of you. You have your whole soul, awareness of it and control of it. And you're functioning in your full divine purpose, and it only belongs to you and you alone. You haven't sold any portion of your soul, your vessel, your energy. You haven't gotten into any kind of spiritual contract with anything or anyone. And this is the reason why you're not a puppet. You're going to say the truth. You're going to say what you're guided to say and do what you're guided to do, whatever's in your purpose, whatever your destiny is. And these other people are puppets, and they will push whatever agenda they need to keep this archon civilization functioning in such a way at maximum capacity where they can continuously energy harvest and use this for what it's actually for energy harvesting. And this brings us to the topic of the reading that I'm going to do today. They want me to tell you all that at one time, especially during this Piscean age, because we've just moved from the Piscean age into the Aquarian age in our lifespan, okay? Right in our lifespan. One age came to an end and a new one has begun, okay? During the Piscean age, everything was in the dark. It was about secret societies. It was about secrets. And during this time, they were able to harness all of your sacral energy, most of it, through churches. That's why there were so many churches and synagogues everywhere, regardless of if you're Christian, Muslim, Jewish faith, whatever. It doesn't matter. There were churches, temples, synagogues everywhere, okay? And they were able to harness your energy through gyms and churches and other types of institutions, not just institutions, but places clubs, places where you dance through the music industry. You understand? A lot of you all might not have realized that, but when you go to the gym, a lot of gyms are energy harvesting centers. When you go in there and you're working out and burning your energy, it's set up in such a way that they're able to harness your energy. All of your churches were set up that way too. This is why Jesus is the number one saint called out, because Jupiter represents contracts, business, money, okay? And Zeus, the god Zeus. So Jesus is the god of prosperity. And this is why it's the main name that they push for everyone to call and chant in church. Because as they harness your energy, that's the deity that they call on when they're doing their money rituals and spell to stay wealthy in the past. So in the past, all of the churches, the gyms, the music industry, and many other things is how they collectively, in this archon system, had it set up to harness your energy, okay? Now, in the present day, in this Aquarian age where all of us are enlightened, it doesn't matter whether you think you're good or bad. You're both polarities. Let me make sure we're still on. It doesn't matter whether or not you think you're a good or bad person. We all are both good and bad, dark and light. We all are 360. We all are 360. Oh, let me turn off my speaker, my big one anyway. 60 degrees of big one anyway. We are 360 degrees of both dark and light, okay? Our higher self and our lower self. Every probability and possibility that a human consciousness can produce is within all of us, okay? The best and the worst sides of all of us. It's part of your process, okay, of gathering data and a human experience, okay? So now that everyone is conscious and aware of our energy, we're all conscious and aware of energy harvesting and everything else. Like I said before, there are some souls that did not become refined because they didn't learn the lessons, and they're about to go into slavery. And I told you all, some people, because they did not do the work to get their chakras in alignment, are not in sync with their intuition, with foresight, with discernment. So they couldn't predict or see the direction things in society were headed in. So they didn't make any kind of preparation at all whatsoever, okay? And they were 100% reliant on the government to run and function as it has been in some countries where the government provides a lot of assistance. They were relying on the government to literally function the way it's always functioned, and to do that throughout their entire lifespan. And that was nothing but an archon trap. Because I told you all before, if you are now in a situation where you are 100% dependent on the government to find answers and solutions to all of your problems, everything, your food, everything, then you're going to be led into destruction. Because if you created liabilities, that would be children, debt, bills, mouths to feed. No offense, I'm just saying what it is. Okay. If you are in a situation, and a lot of us, even without kids, might be in this situation, are completely 100% dependent on the government for your health, for your food, for employment, for income, for a way of life, then they can pull the plug on you right now. You understand? They can jack up the home and renting prices to where you can't afford to live. Okay, and then they can replace a lot of the jobs, which is going to dump a whole bunch of people in the street. And it's worse for you if you have mouths to feed and dependents, man or woman, because if they do that to you, you immediately have to provide shelter and food for your children. Because if you live in a climate that gets harsh weather, especially winters, you have no other obstacle, you have no other choice. And now you see Elon Musk has brought to the public eye in the forefront a proposal that he will provide free housing for people that allow for him to inject the Neuralink as an experiment in their heads. Okay. And this means you'll be able to charge your phone by placing it on your head. Okay. You'll be able to charge devices with a charger inside your skull. Okay. You'll have a phone that's inside your body that you can operate by tapping on your skin. This technology is now available to you, but it's still in some experimental stages. He was already experimenting on human men and women, but of course, he'll deny it along with his investors and say they've been using monkeys. And right now they're doing trials where they're offering you housing. And there are some people that are going to be open to taking the free housing and whatever other benefits are being offered to you. So the message they wanted me to tell you all today is right now they are building smart cities, okay, and housing to replace churches and gyms. And the new currency is your energy instead of money. They don't need your money. They don't need you to work. They don't need you in these jobs. What they need is your energy to manifest and to run things and systems that are being put in place right now. Okay. What they need is the divine spark, the creation energy that's inside of the organic humans. Okay. That have the divine spark inside of them, that have done their shadow work, that have even more potent quality, sacred life force energy. And that's the perfect example of it. Elon Musk offering people housing to wear his Neuralink. He's offering housing to people to let him put his Neuralink inside of you. If you think it's going to stop right there, you must be crazy. Because the smart cities are, I already told you, I picked this up in Atlanta. The smart cities are going to be set up in such a way where it'll be too hard and too uncomfortable for multitudes of people to be able to afford to live in a home. So the alternative is going to be, if you take a chip and if you take that Neuralink inside your body, then you'll be permitted to live in the housing that they build. Some of these homes might have their own data centers in them, but you'll be allowed to live in some of these homes in these smart cities. And your body is basically, with the Neuralink, going to have attachments to your root and sacral chakra. And that's how you're going to be paying to live, by draining certain amounts. The goal is to have everybody with the Neuralink inside of them, and to have whatever it all contains that's attached to your chakras hooked up to their system, so that it will just be like a steady drain of your sacral energy. You understand? That's your money. That is your currency. And in exchange, you will have either subsidized housing or housing paid for completely, maybe depending on the type of person you are and the type of energy that you provide. Okay. You may have food provided for you. You might be able to get food assistance. benefits, medical, all kind of things. But this is what they wanted me to warn you about, and this is exactly what they wanted me to tell you. The smart cities are going to have smart housing. And to live in the smart housing, you are going to be required to allow them to put and inject something in your body that will attach to your sacral and root chakra. And that's your form of payment. Your energy is the currency. So they're guaranteed, it's like you're paying in, it's like paying taxes. You're going to be paying into a system that uses your energy, and everybody's going to be hooked up and connected to the same system where everyone's sacral energy is going to be being drained, not all at one time, but it'll just be a steady drain, like you're making monthly payments or something. And that's the new form of currency, and that's what they want me to warn you all about. Now, some of you will be able to get around this because of the preparations you made. Some of you might already own property or be in communities with people you work together with, wherein it's like Amish, or you might already own your own property and still be able to afford your taxes. I know in most cities, the taxes are, even if you own your home outright for elderly people, are getting very, very high because they don't want people to own their homes, because they need people to be backed into a corner so that they'll go along with this agenda. But there are some people that have enough money to escape this, okay, which is where all these rules and laws are coming into place, where they're going to try to restrict travel, try to catch people on felonies, violation, probation. You're not allowed to travel. There are going to be travel restrictions because they know some people have money to escape this. But they're not going to get everybody. But the majority of the sheep, they are going to get like this. So that's what they want me to tell you in the message today, that your energy is the new form of currency. And if you are in a position where you are stuck with dependents, and you are 100% reliable on the government to provide you with food, to provide you with shelter, to provide you with toilet, and that's most of us. That's most of us, okay? I think some of the best people are people that come from other countries or come from the country in America or other places in Europe or Asia or South America that know how to live off of the land, meaning they are already functioning. Because, people are like, oh, no one's going back to the village. Those are the best people because they know how to function with or without the government. You understand? People that come or originate from, or their parents still have homes in villages in different places where you literally can never stop growing the food and having the fresh fruit on the trees and having even the old-fashioned toilets that are nothing but a long hole in the ground that it doesn't taint the water supply. All of your waste goes into a hole in the ground like it's supposed to, and it fertilizes the soil. You understand? The people that have already been living like that, they're gonna bowl best. They're the ones that are gonna do the best because they were already living without the government's assistance. They already knew how to do it. Farmers already know how to do it. People that have their little septic tanks, their ponds and all that, if they can afford to continue to pay the tax on their farms and properties, they're okay. They already know what to do and they already know how to do it. But unfortunately, most people are 100% relying on the government to provide them with food and everything. They're not wanting or interested or never even thought about growing their own food. Now, it's other people that might not live in the country that still own homes, that still are able to grow their own food on their property, that still know how to live. You understand? So I have court official, I have sad news, I have long road and it came out sideways, and I have theft here. All right, what are the messages? I have adversity. I have gratitude. I have love. I think I have friendship in reverse. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. And regret in reverse. Okay. Listen to me, y'all. Y'all don't know when I come on here, and even when I go off of here, the amount of witchcraft, it's just ridiculous. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It was a lot worse. It's actually for me it has improved. I do have a hidden helper and hidden helpers, and there are people trying to balance the scales for people that were done unjustly. Okay, I absolutely love to death, inside and out, my hidden helper. But nonetheless, you know, when things get too calm and too peaceful and too quiet, I still have just a few little haters that are not going to be able to make money off of me specifically, or harness my energy, or be able to use me because I'm not in America anymore. I'm out the country now. And they're bitter because of that. They were being financed by Elon Musk. Okay. They were being financed by Elon Musk, and that's how they were able to afford to pay squatters to be up around me and do spell work around the clock, to try to get their goal accomplished of getting me to be homeless, so that they could find a way to put me in a mental institution or whatever, so they could harness my energy day and night or whatever. I have still a couple of little haters that don't go to jail, like Intuitive Goddess Latoya 333. She's a tarot card reader. Her name is Angela Broxton, okay, from Northwest Washington, D.C. Her and a couple of others you guys might already know of. Elon Musk is who is at the top of financing these particular people, okay? So these are NPCs. Elon Musk is the one, not directly, but through middlemen, who finances them, because these are puppets and they're willing to do anything for money. And he can control them and get them to do what he wants them to do. You understand? So this is the reason why they're bitter now, because they're unable to get my energy to do spell work, to do rituals, and to do the things in the past they've been successful in doing with me when I was in the worst of my isolation, being abused. Okay. And now that I've left the country, they're still able to afford to pay a few people up around me to throw spell work at me to try to slow me down. But I honestly don't give a damn, because I'm not in a race to do anything. I'm chilling until my time on earth is up. I don't give a damn. I'm not in a hurry to go nowhere and do nothing. I don't give a damn. I'm not trying to be a star. I don't give a damn how many people watch me or don't watch me. If y'all never hear me on YouTube again, that's fine too. I don't care about any of that. But these are people that feel like they haven't really accomplished anything in life, and they want to be seen and looked up to and seen as a star and looked up to, or whatever. And they took a shortcut. They sold their soul and they signed a contract with Elon Musk along with my family members, because I'm a seer and I was born a seer. Okay. So I'm still dealing with the tail end of this, but it's being dealt with. It is being dealt with. And I am grateful for the help that I've been getting. It's just some days are better than others. My warfare is actually coming to an end right now. But it's a little slow in the process, because some of the people that were waging warfare against me were being financially backed by Elon Musk. Okay. And of course, he's a billionaire. He has a lot of money. So he's able to keep some of these people out of jail and protect them, and to also continuously pay them money, so that they can orchestrate for people to continue to spiritually attack me, to try to drain my energy. So that's what I have, good days and bad days. But anyway, just so you know, if I come on here and seem a little bit unprepared at times, or things seem all over the place, y'all know I'm dealing with constant warfare, just as many of you are too. Okay. We fighting these demons, that are, it's spiritual warfare. It's spiritual warfare in high places. All right, talk to me about this court official. What is going on with the court official? Okay. someone is burdened because you're still moving forward. Okay, so there's somebody burdened right now because a lot of you all that were supposed to die, not even this year, y'all were supposed to had been died like 3 years ago. A lot of you all are still moving forward. So this is sad news for somebody. What is long road? Clarify why long road came out sideways. Why did long road come out sideways? Because somebody's been at this for a very, very, very long time, and they won't give up. Just like with Siddhartha, they continuously came for Siddhartha until he transitioned, but he fulfilled his destiny with these same people still around him, these karmics coming for him, to block him, to stop him, that saw him as competition instead of a path opener, someone that's just here to teach and enlighten. Okay, someone can't create an illusion about you. You are an empress. Whoever you are highly evolved, man or woman. You're very fertile. You're very abundant, and you know how to avoid towers that they try to create for you. Long road. This has been going on for a very, very long time. And that could signify we don't know when or if it's even going to stop. Because remember, this is nothing but a matrix. The archons rule this realm. Archons literally rule this realm. This planet and Earth and 3D existence, it was created for energy harvesting. That's what it was created for specifically. This is why evil is what we define as evil is able to thrive and able to orchestrate ways to trap souls by keeping you in an illusion, by stopping you from healing, by pacifying aspects of yourself that are unhealed so that your spiritual eyes don't open. Because if you have a spiritual enlightenment and awakening by having a love activation of your heart, then you're going to be able to see this realm for what it is, and you're going to find your way out of it. You understand? And that's less energy for them to energy harvest off of. That's why they're so obsessed with coming up with more complicated systems to keep you trapped. A good example of this would be if anybody used to watch The Office. If anybody used to watch The Office with Dwight Schrute, the guy he used to wear the mustard colored short sleeve dress shirts, office shirts, which cracked me up because my dad, being East African, used to wear one of them purple short sleeve dress office shirts. But nonetheless, it's so funny because in one of those episodes of The Office, it was talking about after Dwight had broken up with Angela, after the two of them broke up because he drowned and killed her cat. He was depressed, and there was a computer simulation game, right, that he created to detach himself from the real world. And in that computer simulation game, his simulation of himself created another simulation of him to escape to. So it was like two levels of delusion. It was like two levels of existence to take his consciousness further from who he was on the physical plane. You understand? And it's kind of making me think, it's like even his computer guy, his avatar in the computer created an avatar for himself. And what that is kind of an example of what these archons are doing right now with this new structure. The old structure was gyms, churches, the music industry to harvest our energy, but too many people have become awakened. So the new structure that they've put into place is squeeze everybody out of housing, create natural disasters, okay, force everybody out of jobs, okay, and then create a device to put inside their body that will drain their energy directly if they want to be able to have housing and live. Make it damn near impossible for anyone to get housing, especially in places that get cold, or food. Oh yes, seedless food and fake food is part of the agenda. Yeah, make it hard for people to access good food. So now, if you want to eat, if you want food, if you want housing, if you want to live comfortable and not be on the street with your children, put this Neuralink inside of you and let us continuously drain your energy directly. That's it. Because we understand you're not in church anymore. Everybody's not in church every Sunday saying Jesus, 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 Jesus. Everybody's not doing that or any other religion. You understand? Too many people are reaching consciousness levels of awareness where they're getting all the information from their religions and doctrines and putting it together and understanding the real meaning of life and how you got here and where your soul came from. Too much awakening going on. So they have conformed and reformed the system, the archon system now. That is the new world order, the new way to harness your energy right in your face, which takes you further away from the divine spark from whence you came. To further, like Dwight Schrute with that second reality, to further distance you from the knowledge of where your soul is from and how to return there, instead of getting caught in a karmic loop. Now they're going to have your soul so trapped, so deeply in this that you won't be able to find your way out. It could be another billion years before more enlightenment comes, or this could all end up being destroyed like Atlantis or something. Okay? So somebody was trying to steal something. They could have gotten sad news. They're closed emotionally about a theft. A King of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Okay, Gemini energy here, the Lovers reverse. Okay, somebody is drowning in their emotions because somebody told a lie to the courts, possibly to get away with stealing something. And they got sad news. And the sad news is somebody might be about to go to jail or someone's in a mental imprisonment, okay, because of a risk that they took to do something. Clarify adversity. Clarify adversity. Somebody could not create an illusion, and that doesn't want to let something go, okay, because you're still moving forward. Yeah, these are people that are running on a script. NPCs are running on a script. Don't ever expect any compassion or for them to know when enough is enough. Even after they lose, they'll keep on running on the script because they're zombie-like. You understand? So there's somebody still trying to cause you adversity. And the reason is because they're running on a script. They're a zombie. So don't detach your emotions from it. Don't take it personal. This is not a person you're dealing with that's conscious. This is an NPC that's literally running on a script, even after they lost. Even that. So somebody could have hired to try to steal something from you by telling a lie in court. It could be your spiritual gifts. It could be money, inheritance, whatever that is. They got sad news about it because the person that they hired to spiritually bind you, they were unable to do it. And it's over now. Okay. Even if you're still in spiritual warfare, it's the last of it. It's fizzling out. I know you're tired. I know you're annoyed. I know it's frustrating. But it's just because it's been going on for so long. Okay. It's just because it's been going on for so long. But it has come to an end. It's just, it doesn't come to an end overnight. It has to fizzle its way out. Okay. So this might be an NPC clone type energy that Elon Musk is still financially supporting. And for some of them, how Elon Musk financially supports them to gang stalk you and to pay people to squat around you and spiritually attack you is he has them on YouTube platforms. Listen to me. He has them on YouTube platforms. And what he does is he's got all the people in YouTube in his pocket to where he just makes sure that they get a certain amount of money every month. And it looks like it's because of their views. It looks like it's because of their content. But in actuality, that's the payment that they're getting from Elon Musk for what they're doing. But so that they can't track that money and be like, look, here's evidence that Elon Musk is paying this person out of a bank account. He just has them set up a platform on YouTube, and then they, give them a whole bunch of views, a whole bunch of subscribers, and then they get a big fat check. That's basically the payment they're getting from Elon Musk. That's how they're doing it. Okay. That way they can't track it through any bank accounts. the money they get. So most of the people right now that are parts of these cults and secret societies that are orchestrating your gang stalk, they have YouTube platforms. Most of these people have YouTube platforms, okay? And the money they get from Elon Musk is it's automatic. Once they sign a contract, they just automatically give them a certain amount of views, a certain amount of subscribers, and then they get their check. That's just basically payment from Elon Musk to gang stalk you. Okay, that's how that's been working. All right, what's gratitude, please, and thank you. Yeah, what's gratitude? All right, I have the King of Cups reverse. Tell me about who this King of Cups reverse energy is and why this person is. Somebody could be vulnerable, naive, emotionally mature, and responsible. We'll see. Okay, what this is. I don't know who this is or what this is yet. Clarify gratitude. So somebody might, oh my God, somebody might feel gratitude for you. Somebody might be emotionally mature, and they might be healed in their North Node. High vibration, operates in the light. Oh Lord Jesus, who you got in your energy? Ciao. I'm guessing this must be somebody that is in the energy of love because it came out next to gratitude. Somebody in their North Node. Look at that. What's love? Clarify love. Okay. Something with an injustice. Somebody could be a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini that was doing spell work and magic. Somebody could have been doing a love spell and somebody got clarity. Got it. So there could have been a Libra doing a love spell or doing witchcraft or doing an injustice with that justice card reverse to someone. And somebody got clarity. So maybe you gave somebody the truth and the clarity. Okay, the death card for someone to end something, or someone could have Scorpio in their chart. Clarify that death card, please. Somebody didn't realize somebody was doing spell work on them. Clarify that death card. The Queen of Wands reverse. Okay, there's a Scorpio. All right. Okay, got it. Okay. So the Six of Wands can talk about a spiritual promotion. Okay. It can talk about a promotion. It can talk about forward movement, growth. What I'm getting with the Queen of Wands reverse is someone that didn't know their value. Someone that might feel like their whole value is only associated with their looks or their ability to have sex or dominate people sexually or provide sex. That they feel like that's the only thing they're appreciated for. They don't know what other skills, talents, gifts, abilities they're appreciated for, or what their value is. Okay. In the past, somebody just grew. Somebody went through spiritual growth just now. So there could be somebody that you could have encountered in this lifetime that could have been attacking you spiritually, is what I'm getting. This person was in some karmic energy, the Queen of Wands reverse. Whoever this person is, they found out through attacking you that they had a soul awakening, and they're at the beginning of a dark night of the soul because they were unable to take you down. And let me explain something about some of you all. Some of you all have a very hard mission. Some of you all might feel like a spiritual crash dummy, because you're like, God damn, is there another way we can teach people about enlightenment and love and healing without us having to be imbalanced and be the subject of and the direct target of spiritual attacks? You know, I can give the same message without the attacks by blocking everything. You know, we can still function without, but in actuality, without pain, there is no growth. Okay. Some of you all might have felt like crash dummies for people that your soul came here to wake up. And these people might have come as your enemy. These are people that backstabbed and betrayed you and that you could not get out of your energy. But the reason is because you had to spiritually battle this person to get them to wake up. Okay. literally. And now your job is done. But it wasn't easy because somebody might have waged spiritual warfare against you and kept attacking you and fighting you and fighting you and fighting you. And you might have felt like a crash dummy, like, God damn, really? But the thing about it is, the soul that you were supposed to awaken in this lifetime, you probably signed a contract with them. You probably, before you came here, incarnated down here, you all probably signed a contract. This person, how it works is they are triggered because you mirror to them what's wrong with them. Okay? So this could be someone you could have dated and you could have rejected them. And they could have gotten triggered by the rejection. And they might have had to see who they are, the ugly parts. And if it's a person that doesn't like to take accountability for their actions and likes to do a lot of mental gymnastics, it was insulting. It was painful. It was hard to see the truth about themselves. And they could have spent years spiritually attacking you because of it. Now, while the spiritual attacks you were being protected from, that would trigger this person to try to find your weakness so that they could be successful in taking you down. And as they research you to try to find out what your weakness is, okay, what are you doing to protect yourself? They're supposed to find out the pathway to love. How? Because love is the highest vibration. Love fortifies your auric field. When you're vibrating really, really high in the vibration of love, it causes you to have a very high vibrating electromagnetic field, auric field around you, which spell work cannot penetrate into. So if they were trying to bring down your defenses and to understand how you got so much protection, they accidentally learned the pathway to love, empathy, healing, compassion. By studying you to take you down and destroy you, they learned the information that they needed to learn to get on their healing journey. And that was by design. Universe, God, however you define it, that was by design. You were there to teach whoever this person is the pathway to healing, humility, how to humble themselves so that they could see clearly, how to discipline their body, mind, and spirit so that they could go through an awakening, how to open up their heart to love so that they can authentically experience one of the greatest things that God created. You understand? Instead of running and hiding from it. Whoever you are, this person shows gratitude to you now because it was through you they found out that somebody, a karmic, a Libra, sun, moon, or rising, had put some magic and spell work on them. And the spell is now broken. But it was because they kept on attacking you and studying you to find out. I'll give you a quick example of this. If any of you ever saw the movie Belly with DMX, God rest his soul, okay? If you remember, DMX didn't want to go to jail. So one of the feds told him, we want to kill the minister. So if you kill the minister for us, go in there as an op. You're a black man, so they're not going to suspect you. Go in there and act like you want to learn about Islam and go through the ranks to get close to the minister. And then you kill him and you won't go to jail and go dismiss all your charges. So he took the contract to do it. And he started on the lowest level and started studying Islam, okay? And he worked his way up through the ranks. And even though he had to study it in order to get to where he needed to be, which is close to the minister, what he was studying was going into his subconscious mind, and it was working on his heart and his spirit, and being around people that were true blue, being around people that had a pure heart, being around people that had a desire to heal and live a higher elevated spiritual way and a healthier way of life, people that were loving in a certain type of energy. It was changing him, even though he was on his mission to kill the minister. the information he was taking in and the people he was interacting and the brotherly love that they were showing him while they were teaching and guiding and helping him was changing him on a subconscious level. He didn't do it on purpose. By the time he got in the room with the minister, he couldn't even kill him because his heart had opened up and love was overflowing. You understand? So it's something like that that transpired with a person. There's a person here that was supposed to possibly spiritually attack you, kill you, energy harvest, sacrifice you, and take you down, but they couldn't because you were spiritually protected. So that person started studying you. They started to study you so that they could understand where your spiritual protection came from. And in studying you, they started understanding empathy, compassion, love. They started understanding how you have to have boundaries with people. Overactive heart chakra, underactive heart chakra. Self-love, self-esteem. Where does your confidence come from? You don't have more money than us. You don't have nicer clothing. Where's your confidence coming from? Within. Why are you so happy all the time? I have a nicer car than you because I don't wake up crying about what I did to get a nice car. I have high self-esteem because of what I do every day in life. I'm proud of myself and I'm proud of what I do. I don't hurt anybody. I don't have any guilt or shame because I live life to the fullest in the energy of love, gratitude, not hurting others. I help, matter of fact, where I can. You understand? Whoever you are, this person studied your confidence because one of the ways they were supposed to break you down was to break your confidence down. But your confidence didn't come from external things. And they thought if they could cut your money off through the gang stalking techniques, working with the NSA, blocking you from jobs, gang stalking, isolating you. You understand? They thought if they could break down the things that make them confident, nice cars, nice homes, vacations, money in the pocket all the time, a whole bunch of fake friends. If you didn't have any of those things, like the Grinch who stole Christmas, then you wouldn't have any confidence. So they removed all those things from you through spiritual binding and manipulation tools and using government resources. And they stood back like the Grinch that stole Christmas and watched you. And you were shining brighter than ever before, singing like every who in Whoville. Your confidence literally superseded them and everybody like them, everybody connected to them. And you shone brighter than all of them put together still. And that's what made them start going in and really dissecting you to understand, where is this confidence coming from? This person is in gratitude to you right now. This person right now is in the energy of gratitude to you right now because you've opened up their eyes by watching you heal, watching where your confidence comes from, watching you stand alone, watching your joy and happiness, watching the love you have literally protect and wrap you in protection spiritually. Now they understand why you have protection. Now they understand why you have ancestral support, because your ancestors love you because you're doing the right thing and you opening spiritual doors for them. Somebody loves you. What's regret in the reverse? You triggered an awakening in someone that was trying to kill you. You triggered an awakening in somebody that was trying to end you, isolate you, bind you spiritually. And through that awakening, you also allowed them to see the ops and the demons in their life that were doing spell work on them to keep them bound. All the people that were fake, that were playing games with their confidence. That person is in gratitude for you. All right. Someone does not regret something. What is this? Working on something. Now I have regret. And why is regret in reverse here? I have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody took quick action to do something. Okay. And now they're pulling the energy away. All right. So this is feeling like some random energy that is on the payroll that probably spiritually attacked you, that couldn't get away with it. 7 of Swords reverse. Just somebody that can't regulate their emotions, that's not tapped into their the love frequency, someone that doesn't have any empathy and compassion, and they're not tapped into their intuition. This is someone karmic. It's an early human. Okay, this is just an early human that attacked you that doesn't regret attacking you. It is what it is. It's an early human. I told y'all I'm gonna write my own damn dictionary of my made up words. In case anyone wants to know what an early human is, an early human is a soul that's gotten in a human vessel, but they're operating in their carnal nature solely. They have not gone through any form of spiritual awakening yet, so they're in survival mode. So they are a predator. And predators do not have empathy or compassion, and they don't apologize for whatever they have to do to survive. They're like the lion that doesn't. The lion doesn't feel bad about killing an antelope to eat. Like, I gotta survive. What? That's part of what I'm doing here. I'm an animal. So this is someone that's still in their animal mind as a predator that doesn't have empathy and compassion, and they also do not know any other ways yet to manifest other than hunting. Okay, they're in a hunter-gatherer stage. They're psychologically in a hunter-gatherer stage. It's an early human. It's a young soul. No empathy, compassion. All I know is survive. Okay. So they don't regret attacking you. They're an animal. This person is an animal. They think like an animal. They function mentally like an animal until they go through a heart chakra awakening, which allows them to balance out their spirituality and practicality, and they start producing universal love, having empathy and compassion, not just for themselves, but for people, places, and things outside of themselves, which will expand their consciousness and awareness to where they start thinking like a god instead of an animal. That means their God mind is their higher self, which opens them up to more information, more creativity, more knowledge, more ways to manifest other than hunting like an animal and being a predator. So it's an early human that might have attacked you. Okay, let's go ahead and jump in. What is the energy crowning this read, please, and thank you. What is the energy crowning this read, please, and thank you. All right, let's go. What is the energy? It's over. Somebody is not stuck. It's over. And I know you're weary. It's okay. You can admit it. I know you're weary. I know admitting you're weary is not gonna, oh, they're weak. Let's attack. Child, you have divine protection. Ain't nothing going away. You can admit if you're a little weary. You know, this has been going on for a very, very long time. For your attackers too. This has been going on for a very, very long time for the people that have been attacking you as well. I know you're weary. What is the obstacle? The obstacle, the obstacle is I have Bess, which represents protection. Okay, so Bess was an Egyptian or Cometian symbol that was used. How can I do this? Okay, that was used for protection. Bess. They would carve the symbol of Bess into knives, weapons on their door because it's like y'all get to. It's like y'all get your little tattoos on your body that represent things. Okay, so the obstacle is someone is protecting you that might want to marry you. I don't know. The Four of Wands. Look at y'all getting it in there doing them Egyptian dances. Look at two of you. Y'all, both of y'all might be from an Egyptian bloodline. Who knows? Y'all might be from an Egyptian bloodline. I don't know what kind of dance steps y'all are doing in there, but okay. Yeah. So the obstacle is protection and the Four of Wands. Somebody might be protecting you, the King of Swords. Okay. I feel like this is the energy. I feel like somebody might be operating in some very logical and strategic energy. The King of Swords is very logical, very strategic. You cannot emotionally manipulate the King of Swords, especially when they are in some kind of military strategist mode. Okay. So there's somebody in your energy that is a military strategist. Okay. And he's in some kind of military strategist mode, or she, take it as it resonates. This person is in the background protecting you. Okay. And that's the obstacle for these people. You're not stuck and the cycle is over. So whatever they're trying to get back started or keep going, whether Elon Musk continues to pay them through YouTube platforms or not, you have somebody that's been protecting you and yielding a sword, literally. What happened in the recent past? Give me 2 cards for the recent past. Somebody couldn't recover. So in the recent past, somebody was unable to recover. That either is going to jail or in a mental imprisonment. This is the 9 of Swords. I wonder sometime if y'all know I came over here because my other camera on the other platform, Love of the Highest Vibration, it wasn't working. If y'all remember. So the problem is somebody can't recover. The 9 of Wands reversed. And this is the 9 of Swords. Somebody that could be either going to jail or on probation. Somebody could be going to jail, on probation, or in a mental imprisonment. Tell me more about this 9 of Swords. Tell me more about this 9 of Swords energy. Okay. This is somebody that this person could have a Pisces placement in their chart. This is the I'm sorry. This is the 9 of Cups in reverse. This could be someone that had an ego death. Okay, the 9 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, whoever this person is, they could have had an ego death about the King of Wands reverse. Okay, so this could be a man or a woman that's either in a mental imprisonment or in jail or going to jail. They can't recover from something. This could be a woman or a man. This is someone that could be very sexually promiscuous. All of their value is in their looks or in what's in their pants or up under their skirt. Their whole value, everything about them, it depends on that for their life. They might have low self-esteem and they had an ego death, okay? And they can't recover right now from something, okay? Tell me a little more about the situation, please, and thank you. All right, I have a Knight of Cups here. Somebody could be a fire sign. Somebody could be a water sign. Tell me a little more right now about the situation. Somebody could be a Capricorn with this devil energy here. And what fell over here? The Knight of Swords. Yep. Somebody's, okay. So this is what they're telling me. There's somebody, the reason that you're not stuck is somebody keeps taking very quick action. This Knight of Swords, this again could be a hidden helper or a protector, okay? This is why it fell up here on the, what's this? The 8 of Swords reverse. You're not stuck because somebody keeps taking very quick action and swooping in real fast and putting out fires for you. So there are things going on up around you that you don't even see or know. And this person, even if they don't get every single little thing, they're getting the big things that could actually hurt and harm you. This is somebody that could be watching you from close by or distance. They could be watching you through technology, or who knows, another dimension. Either way, you have a hidden helper here that is watching everything going on with what these people, and they're protecting you. Every time a threat arises, they swoop in real fast. And this is the military strategist I'm picking up on, and it's coming out with this water sign, the Knight of Cups energy. Okay. And the devil, that's Capricorn energy. I'll clarify that. Or somebody could be addicted to protecting you. Let's get these other cards. Ooh, jumping in my hand. Somebody that reversed an ending. Okay. All right. That's what I was going to ask, actually. But let me start up here. Okay. So this cycle is over. Yeah. And you're not stuck. Okay. We got that. Okay. So I want to know what's this Nine of Swords? Is this jail or someone in a mental imprisonment? Clarify what the Nine of Swords is. They're in a mental imprisonment. They're trying to avoid a tower. Someone that was being very childish with the Page of Cups reverse in the action they took against you, but they couldn't create an illusion. Yeah, somebody couldn't create a gang stalking illusion for you. Yeah, they were celebrating and partying with different people to recruit them to spiritually attack you. They might have been trying to create an illusion that you're crazy. Like, one of the best ways to try to make someone look crazy is to attack them in such a way that you can't see them being attacked. And the best way to do that is through spell work and magic, right? The easiest way to get away with that is spell work and magic. You go to court, somebody keeps doing death spells on me all day and all night around my home, and with no evidence, they can recommend a mental evaluation and lock you up and put you to jail. You understand? Put you in jail, and that's what they've been doing. The judge, everybody knows about witchcraft. Everybody knows about how the United States government has orchestrated a whole witchcraft military against innocent people, and all they have to do is attack them and then claim they're crazy in court to steal inheritance, land, money, and get away with stuff. We're all aware that the government is aware of what they're doing. They're not confused about it. They're the one doing it. The judge is on board, everybody. They know. They know that they're spiritually attacking y'all, and then calling you crazy. That's why sometimes you got to go after them goddamn judges and take them out, or put them on their ass spiritually and be like, oh, I have no idea what you're talking about. Death spells, I have no idea what you're talking about. What witchcraft? Are you mentally ill? You know, you got to play the game with them sometime. I'm serious. If these goddamn cults and covens want to have people in lawyers, judges, police, and people on this type of time with y'all playing the game, go ahead and play right along with them. Oh, for real? Let me get a piece of your hair. Okay, I know. I'm crazy. You're not doing witchcraft. It doesn't exist. No such thing. Okay, I got you. Keep playing. So either way, somebody was trying to create an illusion by orchestrating through the government, of course, through assistance with the government, because this is how they track you. This is how they track you and know everywhere you go, everyone you talk to, because they invade your privacy. Okay? Because this person was trying to create an illusion to make you crazy or to make you homeless, drive you out of your home, by having people continuously attacking you, for, of course, a bigger person that has money. Again, it always lands back on Elon Musk and other people he's connected to. That at the end of the day, who's financing this? Your own government is financing it. We're not confused about it at all. No one's confused. It's your government. It's your own government that's financing y'all to be attacked the way y'all have been attacked. Your government is the one doing it because they want to use your energy to do rituals to keep you down, while they use your energy to do rituals and magic. Use your magic to become wealthy and stay wealthy and rich. This is the reason why it's a whole bunch of natural disasters happening back to back to back. They said it's karma. It came out in our reading the other day. New Mexico came out, and a couple of other places came out. And I didn't clarify New Mexico, but it came out under volcano, earthquake, and tsunami. Those three things came out. And it's so funny. They just had some natural disaster in New Mexico. So that's the reason that it came out, to tell people, because they told me it was going to be some natural disasters, a whole bunch of them. And it's karma for them trying to block people's crown chakra and third eye that have that divine spark of Sophia inside of them. That was illegal, spiritual. That was a spiritual crime. That was something that was done that goes against spiritual laws. And this is why they're getting that bad karma. They knew they wasn't supposed to mess with us. They knew they wasn't supposed to mess with us, injecting us with things to suppress our pineal gland and our crown chakra. They knew they wasn't supposed to do none of that stuff to us and our babies. And, this is karma for that happening right now. All those fake ass vaccinations that were really experiments that they were putting in our bodies to suppress our spiritual growth and development, to try to block our chakras. Really? Come on. You thought there was not going to be any karma connected to that? So these natural disasters are karma for what they did. They're trying to fight against the book of Revelations, the seals, the seven seals. The seven seals are the seven chakras opening up and coming in alignment. When the seven seals come in alignment, then other spiritual abilities that you have are going to come fully online, and you will be able to destroy your enemies. And they know that. That's why they've been going crazy trying to inject you with all these different types of things to block your spiritual abilities. I don't call them gifts because they're not gifts. They're abilities just like sight, taste, touch. They're just abilities that you have that have gone dormant and latent when we fell into a lower vibration due to sin. And as the soul learns through pain and growth and refines itself and gets back into the vibration of love, okay, those those abilities that have been dormant inside of us, that have fallen into dormancy inside of us, they start to come back online the higher we vibrate. That's why they took control of the music, the food, and everything else, anything that will keep you from vibrating too high. And that's what the karma's for. Elon Musk is under karma if he's not in a jail cell somewhere and that's his clone. Because in another reading I did, they said Elon Musk was arrested and he's sitting in a jail somewhere. Not like a public jail, of course. It's some kind of other jail that's not open to the public. They said that he's in some kind of jail somewhere, and whatever that thing is that's out here right now, they're saying that's like a clone or something. To keep certain things moving and functioning in the system, there are presidents out here that are clones right now. You understand? Some of these people, when they commit certain crimes, they end up in jail or locked up. Tell me about this devil energy. So you have a hidden helper here that's been protecting you, swooping in. Okay, I see the devil here. Again, Capricorn energy. So there could be a Capricorn that reversed an ending trying to do something because they're sad, because this might be an NPC that is not going to get their wishes fulfilled, which is probably to have a whole bunch of money to hold them up, because their confidence and their joy and happiness does not come from within. So they need a lot of money to buy external things to validate them, to make them feel good temporarily. You understand? People who do not know how to produce love and joy, peace, happiness, and contentment, they need to have a lot of money. That's why they're willing to do criminal things to get it. Because without it, they feel dead. They feel sad. They feel ashamed. They feel bitter. They feel unaccomplished. They feel like a nobody. They don't have happiness or joy. So they buy temporary happiness in big ticket items that make them happy until it wears off and gets bored. Get a car until the new car smell wears off. Get a new house until all the sad people inside of it and come to it start reflecting, and the inside and outside of the home starts looking like the mindset of the people living in it. You understand? This is only monetary joy and happiness that they can buy with the money that they steal and get and things. Temporary vacations is temporary joy. The joy that you all produce and the love and the happiness and the peace and contentment, it's never ending. It's coming from a never ending source in the sun. You understand? Your joy and contentment is coming from your solar plexus, which is the sun within, because it's balanced and it's regulating the energy up and down inside your body, without and within. Your joy is internally being churned and produced from within. The contentment of your heart, your balance, your personality, the love that you produce, the creativity, the places you can go in your mind by yourself. You don't need any external thing to be at peace. You don't need another person to be at peace and enjoy. I've been isolated for over 7 years now, actually. I've been in isolation for quite some time now. I mean, I've dated in the past 7 years, but the point I'm making is I've literally been in isolation from friends, family, community, anybody, for over 7 years now, and I am in perfect peace. I'm telling you, I am in perfect peace, and this is why I have so many little witches and warlocks trying to energetically invade my space. You too peaceful in there. Let us inside. We gotta shake things up. Let's pay people to break inside a house, set a house on fire. It's like, Fox, that one, you hear me? The same people that pay warlocks to spiritually isolate you, and attack you and bind you so you don't have friends, you don't have no family, you don't have no love in your life, even do spell work on your children to turn your kids against you, all kind of shit. When they do it and you become happy in contentment and you begin to create a Garden of Eden within your isolation, they lose their mind, and now they want to jump the fence and break into your isolation to find out what the hell is going on. How did you turn your isolation and your atmosphere into a Garden of Eden for yourself in perfect peace? How did you start? You started a damn garden with no money. Where'd you get the seed and the rocks and what the hell did you are eclectic and creative as hell. Where did you get all this stuff to create this? How did you painted some rocks and did what? Where'd you find rocks all shaped like this size? How did you create this? Where did you get this stuff from? For free. The point is, when they isolate you and you turn your isolation into artwork, into creativity, into a schedule for yourself, a regiment you fall into, and you're in the energy of contentment, peace, joy, happiness, contentment, all these things. All of the miserable people that thought they would benefit off of your isolation, they can't stand it because they've blocked themselves out of your energy, your love, your light. And that's what they were living and thriving off of, even though they act like they hate it and they're triggered by it. They really love it. And they survive off your energy. So now you're isolated due to them, and they can't feel your warmth. They cannot feel your creativity, laugh at your jokes, no matter how corny they are. They can't experience you. And you're locked in your own little selfish world. You got you all to yourself, and they jealous. They like literally jealous because, we know how great you are and how good your energy is. And you're just going to keep that all for yourself in there cooking that good food. In there growing and cultivating that garden. We can smell your food. Bitch. Every time I drive by your house, I smell your food, you bitch, on the weekends. You gonna just settle into your isolation? In there cooking oxtail and black eyed peas and collard greens, you bitch. Pick up the phone and call and ask somebody to Come keep you company. I'm hungry. You smell you in there cooking, you bitch. I hate you. I'm gonna pay somebody to break your window with a brick. This is what they do. And then we're gonna set your house on fire. We hate you. This is what these demons, I'm telling you. This is what these demons do. They get mad because you're so full of yourself, but not in a bad way. You know you're everything. Like whoever you are, you literally, you're, and I'm talking about a lot of y'all. You know you're everything. You know your cooking is everything. If you like to grow garden, you know you keep a nice, clean, tidy house, smelling good, everything. You turn your house into your home, wherever you live, into an oasis. Your food is cooked and prepared well. It tastes delicious. You have a good time in your isolation, and the people that isolate you become angry because they're like, God damn, she was the joy, the peace, the happiness. She brought the good energy, the talent, the skill, the delicious food, and all those things. And now we then isolated her, and she's locked in there enjoying herself and everything she provides by herself without having to share with anybody. And we locked out here in the cold, hungry as fuck, having to go to nasty ass McDonald's where they wiping their ass with the bread and the fake chicken. What else, Holy Spirit? Queen of Wands. What's the Queen of Wands? They couldn't balance the situation, a narcissist. So there's somebody that might like, it could be a man or a woman that people look up to. They might find this person inspirational, attractive. This might be like a leader in their community or amongst their friends or group. It could be like a page energy, but people look up to them. This person did magic on you and they didn't get what they expected. Yeah, the Ace of Wands, they stopped taking action against you. The Emperor reversed, maybe they were being childish with an older person, but they couldn't create an illusion. They couldn't get the energy up the way they wanted to. They're just childish. Somebody's very childish, and the Four of Swords reversed. They don't know how to balance their dark and light energy. Somebody does not know how to balance their dark and light energy. Okay? Somebody do not know how to balance their dark and light energy. Let's get some messages. Child, them temperatures, those temperatures are not just in France or wherever. Child, it's hot over here too. It is hot over here too. Child, I got some dresses that I want to wear so bad, but it's too damn hot. And they summer dresses too. And it's just the fact that it covers up the shoulders and that's too hot. Child, you don't know how hot it is. Oh, child, y'all don't know how hot it gets out here, man. It's getting hot. Somebody could be a drug dealer. They just wanted to have sex with this person. What are the messages? What are the messages, please and thank you. What are the messages, please and thank you? What are the messages? Holy Divine Spirit, please and thank you. What are the messages? Let's get it. Okay. You are being shadow banned right now. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I think every time I mention Elon Musk, I think every time I say Elon Musk name, or if I'm using my deck and his name pops out, I think they shadow ban me, which is perfectly fine. I don't care. They've been doing this to me for years anyway. A lot of y'all are being shadow banned because if you didn't sign a contract, if you did not sell your soul or sign a contract with these people, they shadow ban a lot of y'all. And then you get some copycats doing stuff with your. I'm not signing up for that AI bullshit. I delete those emails. You know, I think they want you to collaborate with AI on your channel, and then it makes all these weird pictures of you with these weird titles that are produced by AI. I don't know what the hell that is. I see everybody's platform with that AI thing on it where it has weird pictures of you with these weird titles. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want anything weird, artificial, or whatever. I don't know if they pay you extra money to be able to do that or not, but I don't want to let them title none of my damn videos because, they already don't like my ass. And then they mess up people's pictures, like putting the worst. I'm like, that person do not look like that because they come on live. That person is very beautiful. Why would they put the picture of them distorted like that? Like they trying to be funny or something. I don't trust AI. It's some humans behind some of that AI, y'all. They just want to blame me like, oh, that's AI. That's the AI. No. It's not all AI. It's some humans behind that. An unauthorized camera surveillance could have occurred because of kitchen witch with a low IQ that only knows how to pop her pussy. Proposal or engagement is here. Okay. Paternity could be in question for somebody. All right. We'll see in just a sec. Clarify, you are being shadow banned right now. Clarify, I've been being shadow banned for the last few years. The Emperor reverse is having a tower because the cycle's over with give and take between somebody, and something's not going in somebody's favor. Because somebody doesn't see something. A Queen of Cups. Let me see something real quick. Clarify, you are being shadow banned right now. A mother figure doesn't see something. Somebody could be someone's new love opportunity. So I don't know. It could be somebody new on YouTube. Clarify, you are being shadow banned right now. Somebody's mother. Okay, I have your mother, uncle, aunt, father. Something's not going in a mother's favor. Clarify, you are being shadow banned right now. Your stepfather is karmic or crooked. Someone's husband or wife. Someone in the United Nations. I'm telling y'all, some of these spoiled ass fucking kids of some of these UN people, they be on the damn YouTube too, wanting to be damn stars and shit, and they don't have no personality. They be trying to steal people's spiritual gifts and abilities, and because they got the money and the connections in the government, they seek out people with spiritual gifts and abilities and put contracts on them. This has been coming out in my reading too for some time now. Clarify, you have been being shadow banned. Oh yeah, a whole lot of spoiled ass kids from whose parents have government jobs, in America and in other places that want to be stars, that lack personality, and wish they had spiritual gifts and abilities. They put contracts on people for their spoiled ass kids. It don't make no goddamn sense. Fucking losers. Your uncle, somebody's uncle could have sold somebody's spiritual abilities or tried to somebody's child, a grown ass a child at the UN or something stupid. I swear to God, clarify, you are being shadow banned right now. Puerto Rico, Indonesia, I can't make it up. A passed over ancestor is over this. Somebody is someone's boss or supervisor. Chinese. Yep. Somebody Chinese might be the boss or supervisor. I have Indonesia and I have Puerto Rico. Ciao. Somebody could be being shadow banned, and there could be someone Puerto Rican or Indonesian copying your platform or doing what you do while you're being shadow banned. Tell me about this Puerto Rico. No, let's start at the top. Clarify this boss. Who's the boss or supervisor? So the Emperor in reverse is who came out for who's being shadow banned. The Emperor in the reverse might be the person that's shadow banning you. Okay. And the mother figure here, somebody is being blocked, so somebody can't see somebody. Okay. Somebody is blocking for a Queen of Cups mother figure. Uh-huh. Someone could be a Sagittarius, or someone could be trying to cause an imbalance. What's the sun? Somebody's 10 of Pentacles. Because somebody was not effective in doing something. What's the Ace of Wands reverse? Something got illuminated. Oh, it got illuminated what somebody was doing for a mother figure. And now they're trying to avoid a tower. Got it. Okay. So whoever the Emperor in reverse is, that could be Elon Musk, because Chinese came out. Whoever the Emperor in reverse is, it got illuminated with the Sun card that they were helping out a mother figure, whether it's someone they're sleeping with or just a daughter or a family member. They were shadow banning you so that this person could become you or take over or have a platform identical to yours. Basically, you're not being seen, but maybe a small handful of people, while whoever this mother figure is, they're being seen all over the world, imitating you, saying whatever you say and doing whatever you do and being exposed all over the world. But you are not being seen by hardly anyone, because you're the one that's being copied. Okay. And now, because it's been illuminated to everybody, what they've been doing, they're trying to, this Emperor in reverse is trying to avoid a disaster. This is the boss or supervisor. And this is the truth with the Ace of Swords and the Tower in reverse. Who's this Chinese energy? Somebody that can't take a risk. Who is this Chinese energy? Somebody that spoke something out to reverse an ending, but it wasn't effective. The Ace of Wands reverse. The 10 of Pentacles. You still have your energy and they can't move something forward. This is probably Elon Musk. Elon Musk, July 1st, Cancer, first beacon, the Chariot reversed. Yeah, the 9 of Swords. And everybody knows what he's doing. And he can't hide and pretend his hand is not in this. And even when I'm doing these damn readings, you could say I'm laying cards out here and making this shit up, because anybody can do that. But what you cannot negate is when I shuffle these goddamn cards in your face and pop them out, and Elon Musk's name pop out 3 goddamn times with the Ace of Swords to confirm for you what the fuck he been doing. And that's what he hates. He hates the fact that I can shuffle these goddamn cards a million times. Y'all can watch the goddamn hands, and his name will pop up with the Japanese and exactly the energies that he's working with and collaborating with to do what he's been doing. And you can't argue that down. There's no tricks here. There's no turning off the camera. There's no laying out the cards ahead of time before I turn on the camera. No, you guys watch this shit come out in real time, and he can't argue that. Nobody can argue that. I can do this live in front of people in person, and the same cards will come out and the same message will come out. You can't call my hands a goddamn liar. And that's why he hates, because he knows I'm telling the goddamn truth, and everybody else knows too how unfair YouTube has goddamn been. What's that say? Those who follow the devil are the weak ones. Yeah, I know they are weak. That's why they follow the devil. They think strength is in numbers. Intelligence is not in numbers. Strength is in numbers. Physical strength, financial strength when we put our money together, but not mental strength. That's not in numbers. Intelligence is not in numbers. You get a whole bunch of stupid low IQ people together in numbers, and you just get one big dummy. You don't get a super smart person. You just get a whole bunch of stupid people. That's why they don't win. Okay. Tell me about this Chinese energy again. This Chinese energy. Elon Musk. Okay. So they just want to clarify for you guys that Chinese energy is Elon Musk. Okay. Y'all, if anybody's a tarot reader, y'all know what this means. The Ace of Swords. Okay. Yeah, it is Elon Musk. He's the boss, supervisor, Emperor in reverse. That shadow manning you. So that a different person, a mother figure, a kitchen witch with a low IQ can be promoted because she's a puppet. I'm your puppet type energy. What's Indonesia? The Hierophant reverse. I don't know, there could be a spiritual religious leader from Indonesia. Maybe they're soaking up energy with a cult in Indonesia. I already told you all how they operate. They've got just like they have call centers for Verizon and different phone companies and cable companies in East India, Indonesia, Philippines, and different places, so that they can have coverage all hours and all days at different times. Is the same way they can have these covens chanting witchcraft around the clock and stoking up the energy to project toward you divine ones that are very, very strong. They're not strong doing spell work alone. They have to contract groups in different countries and places to have people like constantly chanting and conjuring up that energy to send toward you all. So Indonesia, someone took a risk. All right, a narcissist that could be a spiritual or religious leader connected to Indonesia. They took a risk to cause an imbalance, to help people do magic to get away with getting a judgment reversed over somebody. They did this for Elon Musk, the Emperor reverse. To help, they were trying to get someone sacrificed. What's the hangman? It got illuminated. Someone let something go. What's the four? Someone released something. Oh, they released something. The sun. A Leo. They might have released a Leo. They might have let a Leo go. Someone took very quick action with somebody that they were having an exchange with. This could be someone from Indonesia and the King of Wands, to cause and bring a tower. Because someone or something was too much of a burden, they couldn't backstab and betray you. Okay, so this is talking about the kitchen witch. So there's a kitchen witch out here with the low IQ that they were routing for at one time that couldn't backstab and betray you. They liked her because she was a puppet. She was a puppet and willing to do absolutely every and anything they asked her to. And she's an NPC. In other words, she's under a more advanced form of MK Ultra mind control. And she's willing to do witchcraft. She's willing to break down like a Decepticon and suck your dick. At the command of MK Ultra word, mind control word. She's willing to do witchcraft. She's willing to sleep with any and everything, go anywhere. And they really wanted her to have your spiritual abilities. They wanted her to be a seer. They wanted her to be able to see people coming before they're coming. They want her to be able to have foresight to close her eyes and to be able to see things and just call them up without having to use witchcraft. They wanted to destiny swap you with a kitchen witch with a low IQ that breaks down like a Decepticon and starts sucking dick like this on her knees when you say the magic MK Ultra word, like in the movie They Clone Tyrone with Jamie Foxx. Whenever they said the MK Ultra mind control word, the guy would attack you. The clone would like attack you. They love her. They love her. They throw parties and invite her ass, and they get all their friends around the table, these billionaires. They're like, oh, you are going to love this Leo. Oh my God, you're going to love her. Watch this. I want you to take a sip of this Grand Marnier and then say this word, protagonist, and just yell it out and unzip your pants. They throw parties, man. And then billionaires, they throw parties with military personnel and everybody involved in all that MK Ultra mind control. And they invite her, the kitchen witch with a low IQ. They invite her, she keep a whole bunch of KY jelly in her purse, and they get drunk and they laugh, they talk, they joke. And then at the right time, they're like, everybody unzip your pants. And I'm going to say the MK Ultra word. Protagonist. That bitch feet go like this, their knees buckle, she bend down, and then the neck just start going back and forth. Even before anybody's near her, she's just already walking toward you with her head moving like that. They love her. That's why they wanted to destiny swap your spiritual abilities and ranking and put it inside her. She's ignorant as funky ass man's unevolved man's fantasy. She's literally their fantasy. You know, that's why they're making AI robot women, and you got losers online talking about, oh, y'all threatened? Y'all are scared now, ain't y'all women? Y'all be seeing them when they bring them AI robots online, and then you got a whole bunch of men, truck drivers, you know, and they got all these different men that drive trucks and do other stuff, and they all making videos like, y'all are scared now, ain't you? Yep, don't come. Nope. Don't try to come toward us now. It's too late now. They already then came up with an AI woman. And you're like, okay. Yep. They got an AI woman, and they one of them got a tongue that goes around in a circle, and they're working on the technology where it's a squirter inside that can moisten the tongue, and they're working on the body, the butt and the vagina part to make it human-like. We're not going to need you guys anymore. We're not going to need women anymore. Like, damn. So that's basically what you thought of us anyway. You thought, I mean, what was the difference between the AI robot and how you treated us? And what you thought we were. So basically, all you wanted in us was to behave like a robot as well. And when we did not, it caused problems for you. And you ended up alone anyway. Okay. Why is Puerto Rico here? The death card? Did someone die? Why is Puerto Rico here? Clarify Puerto Rico. Somebody couldn't create an illusion for a Scorpio or something. This could be someone that is very, very narcissistic. Okay, most of our world and generation. Someone's heartbroken right now. Why? What's the obstacle? Clarifying Puerto Rico. What is the obstacle? What is the obstacle? Clarifying Puerto Rico. What is the obstacle? Please and thank you. Somebody's very unhappy and dissatisfied that didn't want to let something go, but they have bad karma now because they missed this opportunity. So I don't know, it could be another NPC clone hole that's Puerto Rican that's in a mental imprisonment now because they missed this opportunity. The lovers, someone could be, they could have been the lover to a Capricorn. Okay, I don't know, it could be a gay relationship between a Capricorn and a Puerto Rican. Somebody was aware that somebody was in some night energy, or somebody could have been obsessed even, or had an addiction. Somebody was aware somebody had, that somebody was taking some action, but the spell work backfired to sacrifice you. So they missed an opportunity, whoever this Puerto Rican is. Yeah, they're having a tower right now. What's the moon? The moon is the Eight of Pentacles reverse. Queen of Swords. Somebody was trying to keep something a secret. That they were trying to drain somebody. Okay. They were trying to keep it a secret from your protector. Okay. The Queen of Swords is whoever the person is that has been like a hidden helper, that has been issuing things to provide protection for whoever you are. And they're heartbroken about that. They were trying to drain your energy in secret. So they were waiting for somebody to orchestrate something to drain your energy in secret. They were still trying to get your energy. Why is the United Nations here? Why the UN here? This Capricorn might be connected to someone in the UN. Somebody was trying to find a direction, Two of Wands, to go in with something to avoid a tower. Okay, meaning they would miss their opportunities because they didn't get your energy. So they tried to do something very quick and strategic. But somebody wouldn't have sex with somebody. Somebody wouldn't have sex with somebody. Somebody could be a Sagittarius. Somebody wanted to hurry up and try to cause an imbalance to somebody so that they could quickly get a judgment. Somebody's been really, really trying to get someone in jail or a mental institution. Yeah, a Leo. Somebody is, and the funny thing is, this Leo is the one that belongs in the mental institution. Can you imagine a mentally ill person that's hallucinating, that's delusional, that is severely mentally ill, having a whole bunch of judges and police department and people supporting them while they're trying to get a sane person put into a mental institution? It literally is Bird Box coming to life. The movie Bird Box, the first one, it couldn't have been more real, because in the movie Bird Box, the whole world was looking like what the world today is starting to look like, a disaster in real time. Cars are crashing into each other. Natural disasters and man-made disasters are happening everywhere because no one wants to open their eyes and see the truth and take accountability. Okay, y'all know Sandra Bullock from the movie Bird Box. The only people that they locked up and put away in jail were the same people that could see and that were trying to get other people to see clearly, meaning take accountability and balance their dark and light energy. But because everybody had got recruited into these secret societies where they were just being reckless, dangerous, careless, nobody had foresight to see that everything would be destroyed in the future. So there would be no future for everyone or anyone if no one followed any rules, but instead just let everybody, as a reward for joining a secret society, can do whatever they want and no one has to follow rules. It brought society to complete chaos, disorder, and destruction. And all the people that were actually sane, they put into mental institutions. And when they escaped from the mental institution, they went around knocking out windows, trying to force all the blind people that refused to see the truth, to take accountability. And when they saw it, it killed them, because these are people that accountability kills them. Okay, awareness, consciousness. They didn't want to see themselves. They didn't want to accept certain truths. So in the movie Bird Box, they literally filled up the psych wards with all the same people that called the forest for the trees, that called things out exactly as they were, that said things exactly as they were, that spoke the truth about things, that was like, if you keep doing this, then if you let people keep bribing you to build buildings without the right code, without making sure they're using the right materials, the building is going to collapse and be destroyed because it won't be able to hold the capacity and the weight, because no one's following rules, because everybody's turning a blind eye because they're a part of a secret society. So they get all these privileges to not have to follow rules other people have to rule. But rules are there for a reason. It's for order. It's for structure. It's to keep people safe. They put those people in mental institutions. So this Leo is mentally unbalanced and unstable and represents this kitchen witch with a low IQ. And all the people out there with low IQs that don't understand that whatever privileges you get, they're short-lived. At selling your soul and being a member of a secret society that gives you privileges to not have to follow the laws, not have to follow the rules, not have to do things the right way, you're not even going to have a future to live in, because by operating like that, letting children or people, adults with the mind of children, run the country and run the show and get away with things just because they suck dick real good, men and women, it's going to destroy the whole society. So there's not going to be a future for you to enjoy. There are not going to be any communities, neighborhoods, fun parks, things without regulation. Rules are there for a reason. You understand? But y'all locked all the same people up in mental institutions. So that's exactly like in the movie Bird Box, what's going on right here. There's a mentally ill NPC clone type, chaotic Leo that is trying to work with people in a cult to get, and government agencies and judges, to get you put into a mental institution because you can see things clearly. Not only that, you have spiritual abilities. You have clear sight because you're rational. You're emotionally regulated and balanced. You make good decisions. So they want you in a mental institution. So the cycles can run the show and bring the world and everything to they want chaos. They want it all destroyed. And that's what's going on. The world card, the cycle is over. They couldn't create an illusion. Yeah, they couldn't keep it hidden. They couldn't keep their agenda hidden. Okay? Child, when I get on a roll, the little vampires start coming into my the little vampires get to coming into my they get to coming into my live trying to harness from me all the time. Child, they just do the most always. Excuse me, y'all. Make sure I got my little crystals on. Excuse me. Do the most. So someone has healed from something or got over something and they're moving on to calmer waters. Clarify that justice card in the reverse. Clarify justice in reverse. Someone that felt defeated because somebody healed from what they did to them. So there could be a Libra that feels defeated because you keep healing from whatever it is they're trying to do to you. Whatever they try to do to put you down, they just can't put you down. Okay? What's going on with this energy, the UN? So someone in the United Nations was waiting for a kitchen witch with a low IQ to be able to do something to you. But they were to hold you back. They wanted to hold you back by binding you spiritually. This karmic or crooked person. Tell me about this unauthorized camera surveillance occurred. Someone was watching you. Yeah, they had access to cameras to watch you. A Leo, a Capricorn. But it got illuminated that the spell work kept backfiring to get away with a crime against you. And these people were just being childish because you're too strong for them. Whose stepfather is this? Whose stepfather? Maybe someone's stepfather works for the UN. Whose stepfather is this? A King of Swords? Oh, okay, that's a wounded warrior. Because they have to let something go. Oh, wow. Okay. So someone's stepfather was involved in this. Because they have to let something go. Whose stepfather was this again? Somebody that was working together with them, but they couldn't create an illusion. They didn't get what they expected. And they were very emotional about having to let something go because they were being watched, because they were too destructive and reckless. Clarify this is your husband or wife. Clarify this is your husband or wife. Okay, this could be the husband or wife of a Libra that was being childish, that didn't know what direction to go with something because they couldn't create a conflict for you and they felt defeated. They kept on trying to orchestrate a trap. It's a trap. There's a Libra that's someone's husband or wife that kept on trying to create a trap for you, but you just keep escaping and getting out of every trap they try to create for you. Yeah. Also, let me tell you really quick. Yesterday, and I didn't come back and do that reading. Of course, you know, they were doing whatever they was doing. But there was an Empress in the reverse yesterday that was very weak, didn't have any energy at all. And she might have been trying to siphon your sacral energy so she could get her energy up because she felt like she was damn dying. Okay. These vampires, they have so many entity attachments that feed off of their energy that they have no other choice but to siphon other people's energy in order for them to stay alive. Somebody in my collective has a daughter who also is a high priestess. She's not as developed as you are, okay, because she's still learning some lessons that are appropriate for her age, okay. Somebody has a daughter that's a high priestess, that's still in some cycles and lessons, and they're where they're supposed to be in their process. It's normal, it's fine. If your daughter is making mistakes right now, they're supposed to be making those mistakes right now. They are supposed to be experiencing, even if it's bad, the thing that they're experiencing right now, because it's adding to their information bank. Okay, they're gathering information. Whoever your daughter is, she's gathering information and she's learning lessons. At the same time, she's gathering data, she's gathering information, and about 20 more years from now, your daughter may become like a master. But right now, she is a high priestess, but she's making mistakes like she's supposed to at the age she is. And they're mistakes that people her age make, okay? And she's learning lessons, she's gathering data, and she's exactly where she's supposed to be. But the message is, someone was trying to break in and harvest your energy, an Empress in a reverse. This is someone that has a YouTube platform, and they didn't have energy. So when they were trying to get your energy from you, you were too protected and they couldn't harness your energy. What they did is they tapped into your daughter's energy. And how they do that is, your daughter doesn't realize that a lot of the people that they are connected to, if your daughter is sexually active, they keep somebody in your daughter's energy at all time that is keeping an eye on her, tracking her, and finding ways to siphon energy from her when they run low on energy. And they send people towards your daughter to try to date her, or to be in her energy in friendships and otherwise. And she's not realizing it just yet, because she's a young high priestess. You understand? She's still sharpening her discernment. She's still learning her lessons, which are age appropriate for where she is right now. You understand? A lot of you all out here that are high priests and high priestesses, when you guys were younger, you know, in your late teens, early 20s, you were not perfect, of course. You made mistakes. You lacked discernment in certain areas. And these are lessons that you had to learn. Okay. Your intuition was always on point, but there were still things you had to master and learn. So this is normal. Whatever mistakes your children or child is making right now, it's part of their process. They're supposed to. Even if they mess up bad, it's okay. It's okay. It's part of the process. It's part of them gathering the data, and it's part. You can't master something unless you fail at it and make mistakes, and get stung by the bees and fly at the wrong nest. You understand? Unless you can't learn the true energy, the facial features, the muscle movements of liars and deceivers and vampires and people that don't like you and don't mean you any good, unless you interact with them. You cannot learn that discernment from a distance. You have to learn these things through pain and through interacting with vampires and interacting with fake friends and interacting with, until you might learn the lesson quick, and some people, it might take them time to learn the lesson. You understand? But the point is, your child's not supposed to be isolated until they learn the lesson. They have to interact with energy vampires, with fake people, with people that really don't like them but just want to use them. This is how they sharpen their discernment. This is how they get an up close look at what the tone of the words that manipulators use sounds like, the vibration, how the words they say raise and fall, how the eyebrows go up and down, the movements, muscle movements in the face, the body language. You learn these things up close by experiencing them with your friends, lovers, people you get into relationships with. Your daughter is where she's supposed to be right now. Don't worry. She's exactly where she's supposed to be right now. She's learning the lessons she's supposed to learn by the people that's teaching them to her. She will be protected until she masters it, the same way you were protected. Don't worry about it. It's part of the process. I know we want to kidnap our kids and put them in a bubble and protect them from the world and give them the cheat code to everything. Oh, you don't have to worry about figuring out who's good for you and who's not. I'm going to tell you everybody that's good and bad for you. And I'm going to tell you everybody who's up to what and who's doing this, that, and the other. So you don't have to worry about it. Baby, it don't work like that. You don't get to give your child the cheat code. That's why they don't listen to you. See, after a certain age, you're say until they get much older, and then they want to sit down and talk to you. But there's a period of time in a child's life, usually that starts somewhere around the teenage, late teens, where they start blocking you out psychologically, and they don't want to hear nothing else you have to say because they didn't heard your mouth for a certain amount of years. And something happens spiritually with them where they really don't want to hear you no more like that. That's on purpose, because all you're going to want to do is nag and give them the cheat codes and tell them who is who and what everything is. And that's not supposed to be for you to tell them. That's supposed to be for them to figure out, believe it or not. Of course, we want to warn them, and we try to, and they don't want to hear it. I don't got time. I don't want to listen. I don't want to talk on the phone to you. Every time I call you, you trying to tell me about somebody. Why? Because that's God in the universe telling you stop trying to cheat. They're blocking you out. I can't hear you on purpose. They don't want to hear what you have to say. That's spiritual, because you're trying to cheat. They have to experience these things for themselves so that the soul will get the lesson on its own. Not because you told them this person is toxic, it's a frenemy, because they have discerned that on their own through experience. They looked at that person and they finally figured it out. They read their body language. They learned from that person's behavior. So they'll recognize it when it happens again. Because if you just tell them everybody in their life that's not good, that's aligning themselves against them to use them, that doesn't really like them, then when other people in life come along that are not good for them, they're not going to know how to discern them for themselves. They're not going to know those answers. They're not going to recognize the language, the way, the tones. They're not going to see the body language. They're going to be looking for mommy or daddy to tell them who's good and who's bad. What about this person? No, that's something they have to learn for themselves. So they're programmed not to listen to you so that they can get the lesson and you don't try to cheat for them. You can't do it. You can't cheat the universe. That's their lesson. You had yours. They have to have theirs. What is about proposal or engagement, please and thank you. What is proposal or engagement? Yeah, so they stole your daughter's energy in some kind of way for somebody. Your daughter is a young high priestess, but they were able to steal some of her energy. But the thing about it is, whatever it wasn't the quality of the energy they needed. And it didn't, the Empress in reverse that wanted her energy, it could have been a Libra, it didn't last long, and it didn't do what they thought it was going to do. Okay. And the reason is because she hasn't completed her cycles yet and learned enough lessons yet to be enough in her North Node to where she's producing that really, really high quality energy yet, that high grade of sacral energy. It's not there. It's getting there, but it's not there yet. It's not like your energy. You completed your lessons already. You understand? You've closed the door on people, places, and things that are toxic and not good for you. Your energy is purified. So you have a certain grade of energy. Your daughter's energy is not the same grade as yours because she still has people that have access to her sacral energy, whether through friendship or through lovers or whatever, that are tainting her energy. And then her mindset in certain areas still has to be refined. She still has some balancing to do with empathy, compassion, with her dark and light side. And she's getting there. Okay. So she's not going to produce the same energy as you. Yet she's young. Okay. But she'll get there. What is proposal or engagement? She might even still be in her South Node. Okay. I have the Queen of Wands and the Four of Wands. Something could be about a marriage, and a Queen of Wands could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Somebody, something someone could have been trying to keep hidden. Someone's been watching for. So I don't know. There could be a fire sign, woman or man, that's been watching for a proposal or engagement. So somebody might be watching you or another person to see when someone is going to propose or get engaged. So there is a fire sign that might be losing their stability, their home, or something. This person is a kitchen witch with a low IQ. They're showing me with the high priest in reverse. It's a kitchen witch with a low IQ that only knows how to pop a pussy. Okay. She's aware that somebody might be interested in a proposal or engagement in the near future or in the future, and she's stalking you and watching you in some kind of a way. She can't see you through cameras anymore because she got fired from her job, the Three of Pentacles reverse, the Two of Swords. So maybe she's trying to spiritually monitor you in some kind of way. So there might be a kitchen witch with a low IQ, like on lockdown, that's very childish. I don't know, they could be in jail, or they could have a bracelet, a probation. They could be on probation, on house arrest. I don't know. But they got fired from their job that allowed them to have access to cameras to watch you. And because they don't have access to the cameras to watch you anymore, they could be spiritually spying, maybe trying to use monitoring spirits, okay, for this proposal or engagement energy. What's passed over ancestor? Why's your passed over ancestors here? All right, they want me to, but man, they're gonna make me get up again. I didn't want to get up this time. Okay. They telling me to grab some cards. Give me 1 second here. Passed over ancestor. Uh-oh. Make sure I'm still on. Am I still on? Am I still on? All I want to... Okay, I just want to make sure I'm still on. Okay, I am. Good. All right, good. Okay. Ancestral Path Tarot. What you want me to know about who this passed over ancestor? What y'all want me to know about this passed over ancestor? What y'all want me to know about? Somebody got a passed over ancestor. Child, they knocked that shadow ban out the way. Like, child, please. Tell me about this passed over ancestor. 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There's a book in here. Okay. Oh, shoot. Child, I'm over here trying to shuffle with a book. One. Somebody's passed over ancestors might be Asian. Somebody might be of Asian descent. 1, 2. Again. Wow. I pulled like 3 Asians. Someone could be Asian. Someone could be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. This, Elon, your passed over ancestors. I'm about to drive them out my house, man, with some frankincense. Don't play with me. My folks. Okay. Who's this passed over ancestor? Yep, the same one came back out again. This was the very first one. All right, Elon Musk. I got your peoples over here. You got a passed over ancestor. Okay. What the hell we got going on here? The Chariot. Someone could have Cancer in their chart. The Princess of Swords. And the Seven of Cups in reverse. Somebody couldn't create an illusion because of somebody's passed over ancestors. Child, why I turn around and I have age, the first card right next to me. Wow. Tell me about this passed over ancestor. The page, the Princess of Swords. The Princess of Swords. Elon Musk, I think this might be one of your passed over ancestors, maybe a higher vibrational one. You are unable to create an illusion for a Cancer, the Chariot, right here. And your ancestors do not approve of what you've been doing to an Empress. You have a passed over ancestor that might be like an Empress or something, and they don't approve of what you've been doing. The Three of Cups. What is the Three of Cups? Let me find out. Someone can't see something. Someone cannot see something that's being illuminated to them. Somebody can't see something that's been illuminated, that's someone's trying to illuminate to them, an Emperor energy. This could be a boss that doesn't see something, that they're backstabbed and betrayed, and that they are in illusion right now. So somebody's passed over ancestor wants them to know that they are in an illusion right now. They're in some kind of an illusion. What the hell? And they're the wounded warrior and can't move to calmer waters. Yeah, what they're trying to do is an illusion right now. Okay, so this is not your passed over ancestor. This might be a boss, the emperor. That emperor in reverse was Elon Musk in the reading. This might be one of his passed over ancestors that's upset because he is unable to see that he's in an illusion, what he's trying to do. He's in an illusion. It can't be done. And he's the wounded warrior, the Nine of Wands, and can't move to calmer waters, the Six of Swords reversed. Because what he's trying to do with seers, divine seers that are spiritually protected into kitchen with those, it cannot be done. You cannot give them your destiny. And they want you to wake up and to see this. And you can't see it. This is your passed over ancestor. You have an Empress. There's a passed over Empress ancestor of yours, okay, that's saying you cannot see that what you're trying to do cannot be done. And there's a Cancer here, the Chariot here. Oh, the Chariot is Elon Musk. Oh my God. Cancer, July 1st, Beacon 1. The Seven of Cups in reverse. He cannot create an illusion. He can't pull this off. He can't do it. That's what it is. All right, got it. So that's what it is. This is actually a message for Elon Musk. Elon Musk, you have a feminine presence ancestor. She's an Empress, okay? This might be on like the Asian side of your family. If you have some Asian side of your family, you cannot see that what you're attempting to do, you're in a delusion right now. And you can't see what you're attempting to do is something that cannot be done. You trying to destiny swap a seer, a born seer, people with spiritual abilities and gifts that have spiritual protection. You cannot do that. That's against spiritual law. You cannot mate or cross them with robots. You can't transhuman. You cannot put them into the body of someone that's spiritually damaged for your own amusement. It cannot be done. And that's what your ancestor is telling you. You're in an illusion. The Chariot is Cancer energy. You are a Beacon 1, Cancer, July the 1st, okay? And you're in an illusion, and they want you to come out this illusion, okay? Here are your cards, okay? This is the Chariot, as you can see. This is the Seven of Cups reversed. And Elon Musk, this is an empress on the Asian side of your family. She's an ancestor of yours that I don't know who she is, but she's telling you this is something that cannot be done. Too funny. Too funny. Final message, please, and thank you. Lovely topaz, I know, right? somebody was in their ego with their complete wish fulfillment. Yeah, and wanting to get your energy, the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I know. They're not going to get their wish fulfillment. That's the reason it got illuminated. So your past over ancestors, Elon Musk, are also helping to bring to the forefront and illuminate what you've been trying to do, because it's against spiritual law. It's a violation, and you cannot do it. Okay? Final message. Final message, please, and thank you. Someone's getting divorced. Final message. All right. Somebody took a risk to do something. The sun reversed, but it did not go in their favor. And they could be getting karma with that justice card. Something is getting balanced out. Yeah, something is getting balanced out. Somebody, the Hierophant reverse. Somebody could be a Taurus. Somebody could have taken a risk to do something with a Taurus. Did not go in their favor. Yeah. They could have worked with a lot of karmic energies, but this conflict is over. They might have reversed an ending. A Taurus or a police or a military person or someone in the government, they reversed an ending trying to do something with some karmic energies, and it didn't work out. Instead, it got blocked or cut off, okay? And they're getting karma. This is justice. Something's justified, that they're blocked and that it not go in their favor, okay? Clarify that justice card. Let me see real quick. Someone's not stuck and they're having a tower. Yeah, they couldn't make you be stuck. Who's this Hierophant reverse? I want you to tell me who that Hierophant reverse is. Who's the Hierophant reverse? Who is? Oh, okay. I saw FBI, CIA. This is an ex of yours. I saw the King of Cups. Okay, so you might have an ex that could be a Pisces, like that. The King of Cups is Pisces energy. The King of figure. Somebody has an ex, okay, that was working together with, the card they showed me was the CIA, the NSA, and the FBI. So it could be one of those organizations, one or more. There's a father figure that reversed an ending, trying to pay people to spiritually attack you. It didn't go in their favor, okay? And it didn't work on you. They can't create a conflict, and this is justified. So it's telling me you either have your child's father, an uncle, a brother. There's a male figure close to you that might have put a contract on you in the past whereby they were getting money or getting paid to harvest your energy. And you could have escaped and broke free from whatever contract they had on you when you caught on to what they were doing. And this person has been trying to find a way to break back into your energy because they don't want to work. And they were getting compensated for your energy, and they don't have access to you anymore. So they've been working with United States government agencies to locate you, to track you wherever you go, to pay people to energy harvest from you and do spell work on you or try to make you homeless so that they could get paid money again or get back on the payroll for energy harvesting from you. But whoever these King of Pentacles reverse energies are, they started paying up around you. They're unable to harness your energy. And this is justice, okay? That you be free from this. They're blocked. They reversed an ending again, trying to find a way to get your energy, but they're blocked with the Eight of Wands reverse. Mind you guys, Tuesday, this Tuesday is going to be the full moon. So make sure y'all are preparing ahead of time. Make sure y'all are praying, fast, protecting yourself, preparing oils and things of protection make full use of the full moon. You understand? If it's anything that you do for preparation, make sure that you're paying attention. It's coming on Tuesday. Okay. If you prepare any type of protection oils or anything, it'd be a good time to start now, getting them ready. Okay. To charge using the full moon. All right. So, guys, that is the end of the reading. I am Kuan Yin. This is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. And this is the part where we say our prayers, and you're welcome to join us. Okay. I show gratitude for my collective of the highest vibration of love right now today. I show gratitude for my ancestors of the highest vibration of love, for your guidance, for your protection. I show guidance for my ancestors that came before me. I show guidance for my angels, my ascended masters, my guides. I show gratitude for the Most High God, as you define God, Yeshua, Iyao, Jehovah, Jesus. Show gratitude for this day, for this life, and for my subscribers of the highest vibration of love. Right now, I bind every contrary spirit and entity possessing anyone or anything that attempts to access with, tamper with, or interface with my energy on any and all planes of existence. Any person or entity that attempts to penetrate my aura, call on my spirit in the dream state, bind me spiritually to any contract and agreement, to siphon my energy from any of my chakras. I nullify, neutralize, cancel, and completely obliterate your witchcraft, your spell work, your cord of attachment on every plane through every energy body. Catch fire, burn the ashes to the ground, and scatter right now. The sun will not strike me by day, nor the moon by night. I take authority over every demonic contract right now, every enchantment of witchcraft pit against me right now. I command you to burst into flames, into oblivion, completely destroy right now every candle, every demonic altar, every item, every picture referencing my name, every charm buried in the ground, in my home, above the ground. I nullify, neutralize, and completely obliterate. I am of and from the light, and by the light and authority, invested in me, I cancel right now by fire, nullify, and neutralize every candle, every charm, every by fire right now, referencing my name. As I anoint myself today, right now, I decree and declare and come in agreement that I invoke the sacred white light of protection from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet by that Kundalini violet flame of my holy fire to ward off, dispel, and repel every witchcraft attack off in another direction. I make my sweet great energy weight. Do not let separate from my estate. I neutralize and eliminate the hate. Positive and creative energy is my fate. Sacred and root chi, I do decree, I appreciate you, stay glued to thee. I command and order all my energy to return and come back to me on every plane through every energy body right now. I call all my energy back to me to fully restore me and fulfill me mentally, spiritually, and emotionally right now. As my energy returns back, I command anything that anyone has purchased, built, or manifested or created using my energy, burn the ashes and scatter to the ground right now and be completely nullified, neutralized, obliterated, and destroyed. We call all our energy back on every plane through every energy body right now. I command any and all meetings this day that are planned to frustrate my today, tonight, or tomorrow to catch fire and to scatter. Every power using the night to steal from me or the day and my household be destroyed by fire right now. Every satanic activity going on in my home and community and environment right now be destroyed by fire. Every wickedness of the day or the night being pit against me right now be destroyed by fire right now and expire. I cancel every hex, every witchcraft attack. I nullify and neutralize every contract and agreement of every enchantment of witchcraft pit against me right now. Burst into flames and scatter. Burn to ashes right now and be completely destroyed. I humbly and gratefully call on my ancestors of the highest vibration of love only, my guides, my angels, my ascended masters, the Most High God, Yao, Yeshua, Jehovah, assigned to watch over me as I move throughout this day. I decree and declare victory over every obstacle, blockage, and hindrance in my life, blocking my progress spiritually and financially. The desired outcome and effect of every energy, weapon, or spell work that is projected or used on me, I command you to instantly backfire and go directly back to the sender. Plant in their energy field and remain stuck to the sender. Inside their energy field, manifest the desired outcome they wanted for me to happen exactly to them in the same way. I return their intentions back to the sender tenfold. I command every witchcraft attack, every death spell, every hex, every evil eye, every negative energy to go directly back to the sender tenfold right now. I command all spell work to return directly back to the sender in my energy field right now. Abracadabra, I will create as I speak. I command a breakthrough right now in every area of my life where I face challenges, blockages financially and spiritually. I command every territorial demon, entity, and spirit assigned to me through people causing blockages and obstacles to catch fire and burn to ashes, be removed from my life forever. Every block communication, every mail message, way and passage, I command you to move out of my way and open right now. I command you to reveal yourself right. Yes, I am completely restored to wholeness. Please reveal any hidden areas of bondage and guide me through deliverance. Help me to search my heart and to reveal any hidden areas of bondage or oppression and guide me through deliverance and fill me with the Christ perseverance, peace, and power. I request meaningful, high vibrational, like minded individuals who will encourage me in my walk through this life. Reveal to me all of my spiritual abilities and how to use them in the highest vibration of love to fulfill my soul's divine purpose. Cultivate in me the fruit of a good spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness. Give me the strength and the discipline to overcome any and all obstacles hindering my spiritual growth. Give me the strength, the focus, and the discipline to overcome distractions so I may continue to grow and become more Christ-like and embody pure love and all it entails to cultivate the growth and the lessons I have already learned and the growth that is still yet to come. And I thank you for that strength, for the peace, and the protection. In the mighty name of Yeshua, the Most High God, I now sever all portals and energetic cords that no longer serve me, and I fully reclaim my divine power, sovereignty, and light. May the blessings be. By the light of the eternal flame, I release all ties that bring me pain. From hex, from bind, from spell and chain, I reclaim my power whole and sane. Through ancestral lines I now ascend. All wounds and shadows I transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. I walk in light, I clear my way. With sovereign will, my soul, it's free. It's protected by divine decree. By earth, by fire, by air, and by sea, I am whole, I am pure, I am free. May the blessings be, mote it be, so shall it be. Ashe. I love y'all. Collective. Bless each and every last one of you. That's not out here siphoning my energy anyway. Child, I had a couple of them halfway through the reading that got started up with that mess. Child, it's just ridiculous. It don't make no damn sense. They like mosquitoes. You know, they like mosquitoes. They sit up there and latch on to your sacral chakra. When they do me, they literally latch on to my sacral chakra, and I can feel them, you know, Like Jesus said, who touched me? Jesus was a high priest, like your priestesses out there and priests out there. We're sensitive. We can feel energy, or especially Kundalini energy. Those of you that do breath yoga, meditation, that move energy around in your body, you know what it feels like when energy leaves your body. You know when energy comes into your body. You know when you do breath meditation yoga and you take that long, long breath and you're pulling all the energy all around you, like you Goku in the Dragon Ball Z, sitting crisscross applesauce on the floor, and you're breathing in, and you can feel like energy coming into your body, like Goku does in Dragon Ball Z. You can literally feel all the energy coming in every direction around your aura at the same time. When you're pulling that energy in, right? That helps to expand your auric field. When you're doing that, you feel energy coming in and out your body. You're no different than Jesus. You're no different than Jesus. You're the same. You're a high priest, high priestess. You ain't no different than Jesus. Jesus said, who touched me? Because I felt the energy go out my body. There was some decrepit soul, a karmic. There was some karmic out there that was sick and dying. The body was ailing, and they didn't have the energy to heal themselves. But they knew Jesus' energy was healing. And they said, if I can just touch the hem of his garment. Sometime when we tell these stories, we make them into like a fantasy thing. Like, oh, they just touched Jesus and magically became healed. No, they did some energy harvesting. It was probably somebody that did witchcraft, that was sick for a very long time, that had broken thinking, right? Because that's where sickness and disease comes from, not knowing how to balance your dark and light energy. So whatever disease that sick person by the well had, it's because of a way that they were thinking. Some sickness they had from a reprobate mind, okay? Maybe some kind of spirit or something. But they knew Jesus' energy was pure. And they said, if I could just touch something that has his energy on it, I can do some energy harvesting and pull his energy, and I know I can heal myself. That's the same thing when these people are trying to pull energy from my sacral and your sacral. These are witches, warlocks, and some of these are just karmic people that have some kind of sickness, debilitating disease. They're carrying entities and demonic spirits that are feeding off of their life force energy. So they have to harness energy from other people that have healing, Kundalini, life force, sacral energy. And because they can't heal themselves with their own energy, because the entity that they're housing in their vessel is eating up their energy and feeding and living off of it, they have to use your healing energy. And they know, if I could just touch the hem of his garment, if I can just hear their voice live while I do this spell, if I can just chant with a candle while they're on their live, and I can hear their voice, which is live energy, I know I can pull some of their energy and I will be healed. It's the same thing. That person Jesus talked about was energy harvesting from Jesus to get some of their energy a little bit to heal their body. That's what they do to y'all when they're trying to pull your energy, because they don't have none. I love y'all. I'm Quan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Y'all have a blessed and safe weekend.